Welcome to our tutorial on a level hierarchy. For your integrated payroll, you'll click on the time menu. We'll hold our mouse over configuration down to rule setup and select level hierarchy plan. Now you may be asking, what is the level hierarchy plan? If the employee is using the self-service portal to clock in and out with, and we'll just show here, when an employee clocks in, we have set up in here that we want them to be able to choose the department that they're clocking into, or if they switch departments, which one they can clock in and out of. I'm already clocked in right here, so I'll select switch, and from my drop down I can see all the departments that the company has in it. Now maybe this employee, I didn't want them to have the ability to clock into admin, so I don't want this here for them even as an option. That's where the level hierarchy comes into play. We'll click add new level hierarchy plan, and we'll put a code, and you can put a number if you remember numbers and what they are. I find it best to put a short name up here. That way when you go to select it in the default profile, or even if you're editing an employee and changing an employee's level hierarchy plan, a name is a little better to recognize than a number. So we'll just put shipping. Description can be the same thing, or you can expand on that. And we want to go into the department. Current level hierarchy plan will be erased. Do you want to change the base level, which is this? Yes, we do. We're not using level 1. We want to use department, and we click OK. And now I can see all of the available departments, and I'll double click here, here, and here. So this level hierarchy plan will display only these 3 items. I go ahead and save this, and we're done. You can create as many of these as you need to be able to assign to the different employees, and there's different ways to assign them to the employee. One way is right here, is simply after you made the plan, you can click on assign employees. You can enter a card ID and click filter. That brings her up. You can enter a name. Yeah, we'll do John. And filter, and we got a lot of Johns, so we can pick and choose what we need from there. Or maybe a specific department. We can click department, and we'll do 1 and filter. All of these people belong to department 1. If I wanted to select all of them, I click the checkbox. If some of the people had already been assigned previously, and I'm just back here to reassign people, I would see that they're already assigned by the check mark being in the boxes when I did my filter. So I'll assign it to Michelle and click confirm. Are you sure? Yes. Employee assigned successfully. Now, a couple of other areas this should probably go into if you're setting this up. One of them is the default profile, and the default profile is a set or a policy. When you add an employee to the HR segment, it's going to ask you what default profile to use for that employee, specifically for the time and attendance. And the drop-down list will give you all of these profiles right here. You can add a new one, name it, and create everything in here. Or if you just need to edit one, you can click edit. And from here, we can look for our level hierarchy plan, select the one we want, and click save. Now, anybody hired after this point through the HR that is given the default profile of the 1-hour lunch deduct will automatically be assigned to that level hierarchy, as well as everything else in here, the lunch plan, the e-time clock, all of this pertains to these particular employees who have the 1 hour lunch deduct. That way you don't have to come in when you import employees in or when the employees are pushed from HR and go to each one and make these changes yourselves. So your default profiles, you can add to them as you like for the different types of employees to make things easier and quicker when you're adding employees into HR. The other place this can be changed, of course, is through the employee details. We can click Edit. And then for our level hierarchy, was hiding from me there. We just select the one that we created and we click Save. Now that employee has been assigned to that level hierarchy. And we can take a look at this and see how that affects the employee we just added it to. We'll go back to our employee portal. We'll enter in their number. And now I want to switch departments. And from my drop down, I can see that there is no admin. So they're only able to choose from the particular departments that we give them access to choose from. This is very helpful if you've got 100 departments and employees only need to access several of them, so they don't have to scroll through an entire list and chance selecting the wrong department. I hope this tutorial helps you with the level hierarchy. Thank you for watching.